Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today, we are going to be giving a team that I haven't played in ages another try. This is the Flazin Stress team. A lot of you will recognize it because this team was the absolute meta for a couple months back when I was doing tournaments with Ludic Savant, and like this team was just all over the place. Every single match, every single best of 3 or best of 5, you would see this team being played competitively. Nowadays, it's not used that much. It just kind of fell out of fashion, like this kind of approach it has, but it's definitely still really good. So what are the strengths of this team? Well, it is definitely a stress team with an Abomination and Man Arms, so it kind of has that traditional setup. And then you have a Crusader here, which is going to allow you to use Bulwark of Light to make the entire team extremely tanky. This Man Arms will have 50 prot, if you guard it will have 80 prot, Crusader will have 55 prot, and these two characters are just so chunky that damage teams just literally can't deal with them. And considering that you have Rancid Cure-All on the Man Arms and the Crusader's very high bleed resistance, they're also really strong against the OTs. Then you have the Abomination to apply that horror and to do some disruption as per usual. And then this Man at Arms can support the entire team by using Bolster and Command. And what makes the team like kind of what it is the Grave Robber in the back. She's like the queen of the team. She has the most amount of dodge by far, and having like one dodge character in a team is really powerful. And wow, was that a triple crit right there? Was that really a triple crit from an Antiquarian? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's fun to see. But yeah, having one dodge character in the team is very important because that will allow you to force your opponent to have to use accuracy moves just for that one character, while the rest of the team doesn't really care. So we have that Bolster, and we have this DOT Queen in the backline. She can just keep spamming Panic Darts and just kind of take it from there. So it's definitely a little bit of a slower approach than other stress teams that have like a Doggy or an Antiquarian, because she doesn't output as much stress. But she's definitely way safer to have in position 4 than a Doggy, because if she gets pulled and the Abomination goes to position 4, she can still use Shadow Fade, and everything will be totally fine for you. So we're just going to detransform here, we're going to apply this Peace Smile, and now if you want to hit into my Abomination, you're going to have a pretty hard time. And yeah, this team is just really good on the defense too, because the Man at Arms, you know, with the 80 prot that he's going to have after the Bulwark of Light, he's going to hurt like hell. And, oh, that's a big riposte right there. That was a riposte for 8 against the prot. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice riposte. We are going to get stunned, which means the A-bomb is kind of in danger, but I don't think that's... yeah, I think that was still a good play by my opponent, because now there's going to be 2 AoEs, and there really isn't too much I can do about it. I think right now I have to use Command, and I just have to go Zealous Accusation, Panic Darts, and just hope that he doesn't get too many crits, and that I do get all the crits that I want. So, like, what are the greatest moments that I've had with this team? Like, it is insane the amount of dodge that Grave Robber has. Like, she gets a crit right now, she's gonna have 78 dodge. I've had her dodge a finale. That's how crazy this team can be. Dodge that she gets is wonderful. And not a lot of people will agree with not running the Satchel of Dirty Tricks, because you don't have the extra Blight chance, you don't have the extra Stress Nails. But this is like the maximum dodge setup, and just look at the crit chance. That's 30.5 crit chance. That's just wonderful. That means you're gonna crit 1 every 3 actions with this Panic Darts, and when it crits, oh, it hurts. It absolutely hurts. I mean, it hurts already without critting, but if it does get a crit, yeah, it's nasty. So, like, the downsides, the team does have some very serious downsides, which is, you know, having only a Crusader for healing isn't too much. It's still great to have the Crusader for his heals, but not having a Flagellant in a stress team has kind of, like, not been what people are running nowadays, because Flagellant is just really strong. He can still apply a lot of stress, and then he has those big heals that you kind of lack in a team like this. But having a Crusader can also be very effective, because you can actually deal a lot of stress to your enemy frontline, and you're gonna do a lot better against damage teams because that Bulwark and the Rally to the Flame, and the fact that Zealous is way faster than Reign of Sorrows. So that's another double crit from the Antiquarian. I mean, this is just Antiquarian luck. We all know how it is. Like, she just gets crits for no freaking reason. Right now, I think I'm gonna go for another Panic Dart just so I get my dodge up potentially. If I get a crit, come on, give it to me. That's not a crit, sadly, but we are getting them pretty close to Affliction, and we're not quite at Affliction range just yet, thankfully. The reason that is because, well, they don't have an Abomination, all we do. Abomination is just a wonderful tool to have to apply this insane amount of stress from the horror. I hope that the A-bomb does stay alive to transform twice, because if he doesn't, this is going to be quite bad. I think I'm actually going to have to go for a guard or something here. I'm not too sure yet. But I don't really want to go for a heal right now. I have command buffs, I have Zealous Accusation. I want to go for the Zealous. 11% crit chance. If you just get a crit on that, you're absolutely wilding. I'm gonna drop that Zealous, Crusader goes Masochistic, and he's gonna drop the Death Door. So in terms of the Battle of the Crusaders, mine is definitely taking the lead right now. The enemy Man-at-Arms still hasn't used that Retribution, kind of surprisingly, but I guess since I don't have a doggy, the Retribution won't really be that effective because I can kind of just pick which character I want to hit, and that's something that most stress teams don't have the leisure of doing. They just have to spam AoEs and just hope there aren't too many repulses, because if there are repulses, you're gonna lose the match, essentially. Do I drop this or do I drop a guard? I get to go first next round. I don't think there's any world where I don't drop a guard right now, just so I can transform safely next round. Because if I don't, Man-at-Arms is going to act, he's going to do something like probably a bellow, and then the enemy Crusader is going to go for a death blow check. And it's going to be a 25, I mean, actually it's going to be a 35, and even though it's quite risky because the Crusader is going to be masochistic, he's going to be at death's door, he's also not going to heal if he goes aggressive. Even then, just getting the kill on my Abomination is something that I cannot allow because that second transformation is super important. So I'm just going to click there and I'm going to take it easy and then I'm going to transform. I'm not sure if I want to heal and then transform round 4. I feel like transforming right now is probably going to be better. Also, interesting how the Antiquarian feels like she hasn't taken a single point of stress just because of all those crits. There's going to be a Zealous Accusation. Oh, that's a crit. Oh, okay. That's 2 afflictions on my side, though. And we go Paranoid, so that's a little bit extra dodge, but it's probably not going to matter. It's also less damage, which isn't great. And Man-at-Arms goes Selfish. Of course, Paranoid also has a chance of hitting other characters and stunning them, so that's not the greatest thing. My opponent says gamble time as he leaves the Crusader at this store, and I'm gonna go for a rake right now. We do some very decent damage on the MAA, but we do not kill the Crusader. Yeah, the Abomination is now in danger because I decided not to heal him, but I'm probably just gonna drop a heal with the Crusader. I feel like I just had to transform to apply that horror. I really do need the horror right now, but oh, I don't want to waste all this stress on the doggy. I think I have to go for a bellow after this. Yeah, as greedy as it is, I think I'm gonna have to go for a bellow after my opponent acts. Let's see, they're gonna click the Crusader. What are they gonna do? Another Zealous, maybe? Oh, a Zealous right here is gonna hurt. They don't have an act out. They're gonna go Rally to the Flame, really? They're still dropping to their store after that. I don't know, I don't particularly agree with that play. Selfish, please don't pass. Thank you. We're gonna drop a bell right now. And we're gonna get that doggy afflicted and make sure that we don't waste like 20 plus stress on him. He's gonna go abusive, so whatever dodge he had left is now gone. And you can see the Man-at-Arms is still taking some DOT. Yeah, he definitely still took some heavy DOT despite Rancid Cure-All. But in most situations, this Rancid Cure-All is really going to help. Against the Flagellant, it's going to help against Reign of Sorrows. It's going to help against Punish. It's going to be quite good. It's actually going to be a regen right there. I'm surprised that there's going to be a regen. I think I actually drop a Panic Darts on the doggy. No crits again, come on, that's 3 actions, not a single crit. Usually you get way more crits with the Grave Robber. This has just been quite an unlucky match in terms of actually landing those crits. Doggy is going to take 26 stress from that, so that's a great outcome. He's going to go for the Hansari, doesn't get the death blow, but gets a crit, and that's going to be an affliction. That means we're going to de-transform, and we're going to get dazed, so it's going to be a while until we can actually click the Abomination, sadly. Right now I have a choice of either going for a Zealous or going Rally to the Flame, but I'm going to go Zealous like I'm mindless, because I want to kill that Crusader. It's going to take him down to this, or yeah, he's pretty much dead. He's not quite. Yeah, he's definitely not quite dead, but I think I should be able to take him out before he actually has a chance to act here. Either be it through just killing that doggy with another Panic Darts, or enforcing a heart attack that way, through the extra stress, or, you know, some kind of way. Actually, it's going to be a retribution on my man at arms. Oh, kind of preventing me to go zealous. Yeah, that's a good play. That is definitely a good play. I think I'm going to go for the kill on the doggy, but do I? I'm going to drop to the store from that. Well, I think I have to do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for the kill on the doggy. Hopefully cause a heart attack on the Crusader too. Come on, extra stress. Yeah, there we go. Extra stress on everyone. Crusader goes down. They're falling like dominoes. Extra stress on the Antiquarian too. And my team is definitely in shambles. I'm gonna have to say I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that Antiquarian like that right now, but this is a 2v4. But I'm not sure who's winning. It's neck and neck. Come on, give me a dodge affliction. Oh, that's the worst. I can't believe I'm masochistic. Grave robber. That sucks. If I'd gone fearful, I would be so happy, but what can you do, right? What can you do? I think that right now I just click the Crusader and go for a heal on someone. Do I heal the Abomination or do I heal the Grave Robber? I don't know. Paranoid can do a lot of nasty things. I think I'm gonna click the Crusader. I'm gonna heal the Grave Robber. Please get a crit heal. Come on. No, she says no. Oh, that sucks. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep the man at arms out of this store. I think that's the best thing I can do right now. As weird as that looks, I just need these corpses to go away. Remember, it was round 5. I just need these corpses to go away, and then I can start hitting the Antiquarian. She still has Tears of the Lost, so that's going to be difficult to deal with. Yeah, she's had Materia Pestis this entire time. She was kind of just demolishing our team with all that DOT, but what can I do? It is self-mark by that man-at-arms. That's going to be completely useless, so what can I say? I think that right now we actually drop a command buff just so I get some accuracy. Abomination says no, but that's okay. I'm gonna go for Solemnity on him anyway. Just so he stays alive for a little bit. And no, I guess he says no. He might just die now to a Festering Vapors. Please don't. Come on. Let me survive that death. Well, I really need to survive that one. Can't believe he said no to the Absolution. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that really isn't great. Okay. Okay, what does a smart person do and what do I do? I think we have to go Panic Darts right here. Masochistic, don't. Okay, that's just some stress. It's still a lot of stress, but it's just some stress. I'm gonna drop this. If there's a virtue right now, I think I lose on the spot. Let's see, what does Antiquarian get? She gets Masochistic, that's nice. And she has a chance of hitting herself, moving forward, and also no more dodge, so I shouldn't miss the next Panic Darts. It's going to be a crit heal on that MAA from the regen. What can I do? The doggy corpse is actually gonna go away soon because of all the panic darts we stacked on him. But these two are gonna die soon. Yeah, they are. The good thing here is that the Antiquarian doesn't do that much stress. Only if she gets crits will she do a lot of stress. Other than that, she actually doesn't hurt all that much. Well, she hurts in terms of damage, but not in terms of stress output. It's not like she's a doggy with Crimson Hook. She does like half the stress of the doggy. Doggy does 15 and she does 8, so it's a big difference on there. A huge difference. I think right now I'm gonna just heal the Grave Robber. She says no again. I mean, what am I supposed to do if she just keeps saying no? I can't heal her. I just have to rely on her hindered dodge because I got this stupid Masochistic Affliction. Can't believe it. Yeah, these afflictions really matter in these matchups. The affliction that you get is very important. Like, it could be make or break on the afflictions right there. It's going to be a 25% death roll chance. Thankfully, no finisher, and that's a dodge. That's a really important dodge. Sadly, I don't have Retribution on this man-at-arms. I would love to have Shield Spike, but that's not how this team is played. We drop another one, right? Yeah, we drop another Panic Darts on the Antiquarian. Just keep taking her away. Oh, that's a crit. Finally, we get a nice crit on her. That's going to be a total of 20 blight being applied over the next few rounds, and she's not feeling great. Yeah, she's going to drop to Death Door eventually. So that's going to be a guard. Says no. That means there's still going to be an act out. It's going to be an act out command. That's a fine act out, honestly. And we're just going to have to take it from there. I'm going to click this man-at-arms right now. I think I drop another command here. Or do I bellow? Well, considering they have both 0 dodge, I don't think I need to keep dropping more commands. I'm just gonna drop a bellow, because that Antiquarian is actually getting quite close to dying. After a few rounds, and just maybe like one Zealous, if I stay alive, I will be able to survive this. Paranoid don't. Okay, Paranoid doesn't do anything dumb. And now we're gonna heal. No, she still says no. She said no 3 times in a row already. So I'm just gonna heal that MEA, keep him out of that store. But my Crusader's in danger. I mean, any action that you do to hit him, other than Retribution, means that he'll have a heart attack, and that's what I want. I want him to have a heart attack right now. Because if he doesn't, he'll just stick down to Death Star and then he'll die. 25% chance of getting a death blow doesn't happen, thankfully for us. The Man-at-Arms is alive, just barely. Oh no, the extra stress. Oh, the Man-at-Arms is probably dead here. Yeah, I think the MEA is dead. Well, that's not great. Yeah, that really isn't great. That's also a lot of DOT that was applied to my Grave Robber this time. We're gonna click the Crusader. Like, this match is neck and neck. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with the Man-at-Arms with the repulse, but I think 1 Panic Darts and he's gonna drop to Death Sword, so 2 Panic Darts and I might be able to kill him. I have to heal here with the Crusader. He has heart attack recovery, so that's less stress taken, and also the bolster buff. So hopefully we'll be fine here. The one hope I have right now is a Masochistic says an act out that saves the Man-at-Arms. Come on. Oh, no way. No, she moves forward. That doesn't do anything for me. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. I actually think I'm gonna go for a Panic Darts on the Man-at-Arms. Just to make him have a heart attack with that. Come on, extra stress on the other character? No, not extra stress. But yeah, now he has a heart attack, and that means I don't have to suffer a riposte going for him. Sadly, though, this Man-at-Arms is going to tick down to Death Star and he's going to have a heart attack here, so yeah, what can I do? The stress is just too much for the old veteran to handle, and he's going to tick away to death. Right now, I think 1 Panic Darts and the Man-at-Arms dies, and I think 1 Zealous and the Antiquarian basically dies. Like, I'm not sure who's winning this. Wait, does that do enough stress? No, it's not quite enough. It is not quite enough. If I drop to this door... Okay, I've had an idea. I'm gonna drop to this sword Paranoid, don't act out. He hasn't had a single act out this entire time, by the way. 78% hit chance. Ooh, that's not great. I'm gonna heal here, and if you want to go Festering Vapors, the Crusader will stay alive. So that's a great situation for me, and now the Grave Robber still has another couple turns to stay alive too. Her hit chances right now should be absolutely terrible. I still have 63 dodge. You have to be really lucky to hit. I wish I had like plus 10 dodge from the Affliction. I would have 88 if I had gone Fearful with that crit. That would have been lovely, but what can I do? There's actually going to be a take cover. Well, I think that's a dead Man-at-Arms then. That's actually not too bad. Wow. Okay, Grave Robber, don't. Masochistic self-mark. Oh, the best act out. We're going to drop this right now. The Man-at-Arms is going to be gone. No extra stress, but the Crusader Corpse is going to go away now because he died round 5. And yeah, I can hit her with a Zealous. She's down to this sword, and I think 1 Zealous wins the match. Let's see, the Antiquarian, she's probably going to use Shadow Fade again. Or, not Shadow Fade, she's going to use Take Cover, I think. Either that or Flash Powder. Actually, Flash Powder, oh, that could be so clutch on me. The thing is, the Grave Robber, I mean, the Crusader is going to die if he takes down to Death Sword, so she definitely doesn't want to go Festering Vapors right now. There's actually a dodge on there. That's actually a dodge, that's unbelievable. Okay, if I just hit this Panic Darts, I think I take the match. 95% hit chance. We get a crit, the unnecessary crit, and that's going to be a W for us. So the Grave Robber with her dodge, even while being hindered, just came through at the end. And that's kind of just what Flazin Stress does. It's a really well optimized, really efficient stress team that you can kind of take and just, and most of the time, just hope that it has a good matchup against just about anything. The only thing it really struggles against is DOT, because this team like absolutely destroys damage teams. If they try pulling the Grave Robber, she's just going to Shadow Fade. She has immense amount of dodge, which means none of their hits are confirmed. The Man-at-Arms and the Crusader are super tanky, and the Abomination's probably going to get at least 1 transformation off before he dies. So this team does amazing against damage. It does really well, relatively well against stress, because it's very well optimized and it does have a lot of dodge, and it still has an Abomination for all that stress output. It does relatively well in stress versus stress matchups, as we saw right here. It's only against DOT that it won't do too great, but it still has a decent amount of dodge, and it still has the Man-at-Arms with the Rancid Cure All, which means that most of the time he's going to be like almost immune to DOTs. So I hope you enjoyed this showcase, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.